Happy days. It is time for some FACEIT League. Happy Friday. You've made it through your week. It's time for the weekend, and we're going to kick it off right. We've got a banger match lined up for you here today. We're going into some EMEA Master here for this wonderful Friday. We have got 5 games left, including today, by default, remaining in regular season. Now, we're kind of getting down to the nitty-gritty here. We're getting down to the wire. You've got, essentially 2 weeks of play left in Season 7 for regular season. Before we get into playoffs, and we're top 8, we'll make playoffs, and then top 4 out of playoffs. If you make it to the lower bracket semifinals or better, you are guaranteed a spot in day 2 for OWCS qualifiers for 2026 stage 1. So huge stakes on the line here. I mean, what a better way to start off the season than to have a team blow up and make OWCS right out of the gate here for stage 1. Let's just delve right in, take a look at some standings. You've got YesYes taking on Mewthree here today, both of which only have 3 losses. Mewthree do have that extra game played, so they are 8-3 versus YesYes is 7-3. And you can kind of see here looking at our standings that not everybody has the default 11 matches played. Today should be by default your 12th match. Master Division, they do have a knack for rescheduling. Looking at this, if by my viewpoint, I think Arius is 1, Quasar is 2. Then we have Mewthree, Starbits, and YesYes, putting them at 3 and 5 respectively for our 2 competitors today. Now, with Gambit and Super Shy / Harmony kind of duking it out for that 8th slot, everybody else I think has kind of got their spot for playoffs. Was that a Nepal pick I believe I saw there with a Vendetta band out? As we get ready to head into map 1. Quick look at strength of schedule for both of these 2 squads. YesYes have had a hell of a run, by the way. What a 2025 this team had. They went from advanced in season 4. They started 2025 in advanced. Immediately move up into expert division for their 2nd season and come out swinging. It's not very often you see teams like do this well, but you get one every once in a while that will come through in advanced and then show up in an expert and actually manage to hold their own in expert. And YesYes did just that. And we knew there was something special behind this squad. It takes them 2 seasons, but they would turn around and make it all the way to grand finals last season. Well, with a 15-1 record in the regular season. An outstanding glow up there over a course of 2 seasons to earn their way into Master Division and move from advanced into Master Division over the course of 2025. Let's see, notable wins. And they're not going to beat around the bush here. Your best win is Super Shy. Your best win is Super Shy. Losses to Gambit, Quasar, and SRP check. Gambit and Super Shy are the 2 kind of gatekeeping playoffs right now and kind of fighting each other to see who's going to make playoffs. Super Shy basically just trying to keep their head above water and not lose too much more. As YesYes, you've beat this team but lost to this team, and then the only teams you've been able to beat past that are down here. But I will say the other losses, you have SRP check and Quasar are your 2 losses outside of that. So you have these are your 5 remaining games if you're essentially your 4 remaining games if you're YesYes, essentially. Gas T3 is the exception to that, but you still have Dreamlight, Arius, and Starbits in your future. That is a nasty way to finish off the season. It's gonna be a heck of a test here for YesYes' first season in Master Division. This is gonna be quite the end of the season. Coming in 8-3, Mewthree lost to SRPC, Arius, and also lost to Gambit. Let's see. They have been able to beat some of these tougher teams, right? Mewthree have beat Quasar, have beat Starbits, are your 2 best wins up here, for sure. Sounds like we're getting ready, load into Nepal here. Is it just because the audio just a little loud? Yeah, audio is a little loud. I'm so sorry about that, y'all. All right, let's get into it. It's time for map 1. So first, YesYes are looking for their first big prolific win of the season. Really proving, that they belong, in top 8, if not top 4. Mewthree, your 2nd place team out of season 6, your runner-ups from last season, would definitely fit that. Would definitely fit that bill. Mappsy and actually coming out on an Orisa here. Not something we see very often. We have PetitPigeon in play, who is kind of their Vin specialist. Plays the Ventures from is what I've seen. One of our few times getting either of these teams on this season. We haven't had Mewthree on at least since before the break. Yes, we haven't seen on much either this season at all. I mean, their DPS line always being a star factor, always kind of drawing the eye. We're looking at a huge split here. So PetitPigeon going on a very far wide swing. You do have Mappsy, who swapped under the Diva, by the way, able to accompany. Just gobble up some of that burst damage, be able to keep your Venture alive. It tells you how much they place in PetitPigeon, right? You send the Diva in to protect Pigeon. I'm gonna try to get Pigeon into a space to engage, but now wise to the ways. YesYes have, Mewthree have just stacked everybody here on Shrine side. That is of course GoldenPants in the Wrecking Ball. Maybe my favorite Wrecking Ball on the planet, to be honest. Maybe my favorite Wrecking Ball in the game. Oh, it's so smart with the cooldown usage. We're gonna get mines on top of on top of both supports. Esplay ends up falling backwards, got pulled back by the pile drive. Nice little spin to win, catches PetitPigeon, and then a two-piece there for GP will help Mewthree maintain control. Mappsy take it down. Not able to find the extra life. No one-up for you. This is all Mewthree here holding on to Shrine. You do have Skiz still dancing around. Done a good job of trying to keep this going. Whoa. We'll avoid some tri-shots there at the end. Has time for the touch. 96. 3 blinks online. Ooh, and a Deadeye interrupts the touch. We do get one in. Like, we're guessing Esplay was able to make it to the point. Maybe even Mappsy. Both are risky. Oh, it was PetitPigeon who ends up being the first to go down. Esplay has to play it safe to try to get this beat in, but is there enough left in the tank for YesYes to finish off this point, finish off this cap? Skiz dancing around, but runs out of blinks, and there's just too many opponents remaining. A 100-0 to start things off here for Mewthree. Yeah, so Mewthree hard trolling us, by the way, with 4 of the 5 players running streamer tags. This is not normal. This somehow feels personal. But I believe this is Akka. Ace feels like more the aimer. So Ace is going to be your Yari here, and Akka is in the Kiri. Of course, I already mentioned GoldenPants, which GoldenPants is the first to fall here. Skiz is able to fire them to open up. And this is Scraine that's in the Echo. I might just call them by their streamer tags. It just serves them right. Woo! A couple of red X's there for Antler. Escanor rolls in to pick up 3. 4 for Escanor. Ooh. My goodness. The YesYes are able to get initial cap, but they can't hold on to it. I mean, there's just so much damage, so much poke damage. There's some really good shots there from Ace. You put the hurts on Mappsy. Mappsy has to back out. And despite the opening pick on the GoldenPants, the Wrecking Ball had done its job. Now, old Hollow Heart. You can go through chase. I mean, just chase him out of kitchen. They're not allowed to go into kitchen. GoldenPants is disrupted in the setup before they can even start to move in. Mappsy taking an enormous amount of damage. Does manage to limp his way onto the point, but now Escanor's going to throw a Deadeye and deny anybody else access, while GP and the rest of Mewthree move in and finish off the tank. So much. Skiz like double blinks in and is just immediately dead. He eats 2 shots out of Escanor. You get the silver bullet, the primary fire, then you eat 2 shots out of old Antler here. Old Ace. I mean, Mewthree hard trolling us. Like, what the hell, guys? Come on! Alright. That makes it past... Oh my goodness. Makes it past the defense matrix, and yeah, we got a little tiny Overwatch going on in here. Sound barrier dropped out, and somehow Ace does not die through all that. Finally, a drill dash from PetitPigeon puts them back into the respawn. And I mean, a great sound barrier from Esplay is things got, you know, awkward and tiny. Uh-oh. Woo! I was saying, you duped over the edge. Yeah, I had to use the drill dash immediately as we've got the underground chase going. Tectonic dropping in on the side of the point. Almost had PetitPigeon covered, who has their own ultimate in play. But Scraine comes out of the duplicate and hits them with the stickies. Flip here from Mewthree. Hollow Heart does end up knocking... I mean, old Hollow Heart. Little odd object jump. Just for, you know, a bit of techie at the end to avoid the self-destruct. Mewthree will hang on and take map 1. Ninja City pick here out of YesYes. Anytime YesYes was able to actually get staged and get a decent fight in, Escanor just ripped him to shreds. And I mean, even able to get a decent fight staged was far and few between. Was difficult to come by there for YesYes. If they are able to get in and create a scrappy fight, that I mean, that castle was the one thing shut him down. You see Escanor here with 15 and 2, 6,500 damage, silver damage in the lobby. It's actually Akka with most damage dealt. Okay, so I did have it backwards. Akka was in the Ayari, or did the Curie actually put out that kind of damage? No, I think Akka was in the Curie. We got a Lucio bat in from Mewthree as we head into New Junk City for your second map. Which is interesting, just with Mewthree playing these unusual backlines. They're kind of banning out some of the, some of the standard stuff, although pulling out a Curie here themselves. Once again. This time it's going to be the Wu Yong accompanying it. And Team Streamer Tag. We'll pull out the Vendetta Blender variation. We do have a Zarya Venture on the other side, but Skiz is not going to pull out the Vendetta. Skiz is sticking with the Tracer. So only Crusader, better known as Scraine, playing the Vendetta here for now. Well, PetitPigeon just has a heart attack and falls over. Like just crumpled in a heap. And that is your anchor gone off the point. Skiz trying to get in, but there's the swift step back, and here comes the reinforcements that'll get the Tracer off you. Did draw a decent amount of aggro, but during that, Scraine is able to back away and does survive their encounter with Mappsy while all that was going on. We saw a good bubble there at the end, right as the block was getting broke. I wish the block would show like a crack, like the Reinhardt shield does. Like there was some indication that the block was about to break or past the halfway mark. I think that would be a cool quality of life change for playing against Vendetta, to make her less, like, just make it easier to read where she's at in the state of things. So Akka was the Ayari. Ace was on the in the Kiri. Okay. With the damage output, that's what I figured. Like, that damage output had to be an Ayari. Just, I know previously Ace had played the Ayari. I know for a fact that Ace had played that role previously. At least that's what we had heard in chat before. And I was fairly confident one of them actually turned off their streamer tags in a previous match. But team streamer tag, we'll take map 1. That was a, oh, I don't know who got the title blast. I'm guessing it was Scraine Crusader out here who got 2 kills. You saw the Wuyong assist to the feed. Esplay tried to dance. Got a little outplay, got a little outnumbered. No stun off of the tunnel blast there from YesYes. Mappsy just having to back away. I mean, that's doubles of portals and don't really have a whole lot to show for it here. 50% counting on the board. That was Sundering and Poles thrown in, and it actually ends up being just primary fire that gets the 1 kill apiece in the grab. We'll see if PetitPigeon can anchor onto this point. Gonna drop the Tectonic Shock. They do not have their Zarya in play, but YesYes do have control of the point. That was a great Suzu. Oh, but still PetitPigeon is able to move in and find one of the picks, a very important pick at that. I heard the Mappsy returned on a dome. They're able to finish off Scraine. I like the aesthetic here. I'm going with the green and black Doom with the emerald fists. That might be thumbnail worthy. That might be thumbnail worthy. Oh, the tunnel blast got punched away. What a move there out of Mappsy. Completely devalues the Wuyong ult. Now we're going to get the exchange from Esplay. Just trying to use theirs to keep themselves alive. They just get run over. Blended up into puree by the Scraine Crusader. By the Scraine Crusader. That was a big swinging punching bag there for Mappsy, and they connect perfectly. Very good, very good. Follow up. We'll land onto the carry. The meteor strike finds the Wuyong, and YesYes get a point on the board for the first time here today. Whoop. Through the walls to the refinery.
This ends
now. Oh, Esplay. What are you doing that far up? Mappsy with a nice little combo. Was able to find the kill. Has sub 150 health. but it has enough reinforcements there. They stay in the thick of it. What a great final pick. See, I would have bailed. 150 health. I would have been scared of the Doomfist there. Mappsy cool as a cucumber. Giving chase with the tectonic shock. YesYes want the Zarya. They want the Zarya dead. GoldenPants will fall back into the respawn queue. You go. YesYes are playing with some vigor here. Escanor is swapped off of the Sojourn, by the way. So we're going into all flex DPS all the time. No more hit scan on the battlefield. We're in YesYes are pulling up. This is the strangest variation of the double flex DPS comp I've seen yet. This isn't even Blender. Like, we had straight Blender with, you know, Vendetta Tracer on the other side. This has been, I guess what I'd call a meta comp right now. What, the Doomfist Tracer Vendetta? I mean, Venture? Crazy town. What an unusual hodgepodge of a double flex DPS comp, but it's working for them. They're creating chaos. They're able to survive through Mewthree's chaos. I love the boop off. Escanor does not get the stun on the CowBoy. A beautiful Suzu denies that. Oh, and a meaty right hook catches too. That is a Sundering Blade in play. Does not land. Mappsy tried to see if they can get on top of anybody. Combo with Pigeon and Skiz are able to find two. And they're about to claim themselves another prize. Hi, Bodiotti. What's up, buddy? Well, at least CowBoy got the Kitsune rush out. That's sort of a nice stick there. And this lightning fast fight will flip the point. Mewthree trying to find some exit picks, see if they can deny a touch here. Any kill here would secure this refinery for him for sure. Trying to intercept Skiz, who's looped around, grab the Mega. Has about 3 seconds to make it to the point. Gets there. Now has Pulse in the pocket. You also got a Tectonic here from Pigeon. Does not make it to the top. Actually, the grab might have been helpful if Pigeon had been able to secure a kill. But they end up going down. That was a wild sequence of events. Like, you want to come up here? Fine, I'll get you up here. But the two-player grab just starts things off well. I mean, a 5v3 with the Blender comp is almost certain victory in the team fight. And indeed, Mewthree will take Refinery. There's a Tidal Blast here to accompany. It's actually gonna be the YesYes Tidal Blast invested in first, deflected by a bubble. The Sundering catches Skiz while GP is running after Mappsy. Turns around to finish off the carry who moved on to the point, and there's no more supports left here for YesYes. Mappsy will do good to get out in one piece. Ooh, actually thinks they might be able to do something here. So I realized the game audio might have been a little loud. I'm just gonna take the edge off of that a little bit. There we go. Mewthree deny entrance here to this final point. They just control bomb flats and never really let YesYes in. You hear Mappsy trying to fly in underneath the camera. You got about 5 seconds to get to the point. Skiz gets cut down. CowBoy tosses in a Kitsu, but they're held in a grab. Nobody will make it to the point. Mewthree will take New Junk City in a 3-1. Move up to match point here in the series. And that was probably YesYes's best opportunity with that Cassidy band out. I do love their variation. I do love the changes that they made, the adaptation going, and kind of the Doomfist double flex DPS. That was a good moment to try it. That was a good moment to try that comp and to pull out such an unusual look. It's something obviously that they had practiced, you know, maybe they had messed around with in scrims and found, hey, this unusual look is actually really works for us, really leans into some of our strengths here. We are going to get the ball ban going into Runasapi here from map 3. Let's see. It was GP that had most damage in the lobby there for that map. I mean, I'm pulling off this Zarya, going off of the signature Wrecking Ball, you know, into Flashpoint, which was also a great map pick. I feel like Runasapi is also going to be, I mean, is also a decent ball map, but also, I mean, it could work for the Zarya if the ball doesn't end up working out. Really, really good Zarya map. We will get the Venture ban, specifically attacking PetitPigeon. PetitPigeon is staying in. We're not seeing numbers come in today. They do have W3 in the name. Hey, Aka actually turned off their streamer tag. Oh, we haven't had outlines on today, have we? It's been an outline-free day. It's kind of interesting, actually. You don't get to see. We are all blind. We're all as blind as the player we're watching. There you go. GP sticking here with the Zarya for the second, let me see, this third map for the second time, is what I was originally going to say. Gets a couple of initial picks, good enough to win out the fight. Oh, just getting fancy now. No, you couldn't just walk through the store. No, you gotta go flying over the roof. Just show everybody you can. PetitPigeon will match the Vendetta in lieu of the Venture ban. We're getting Escanor playing the Sojourn here, so is pulling out a hit scan roll with Skiz sticking with that Tracer. Which is, I mean, very much, I don't know, comfort picks is the right word, but definitely their specialized hero, right? And you see just number of levels you've got in this hero compared to everything else. Aka's gonna win out that duel, though. Easy to underestimate how much damage an Ayari can actually put out. One of my favorite supports to play. I know that's like, people like Spylo hate Ayaris, but I think she's fun. I think she's fun. Oh, we get a DC. I mean, it's just their team name is using a streamer tag as well, right? That's the idea. They're so elusive, not even they know who they are. That's why I talk about, you know, pulling off the Sojourn hit scan. I mean, you do technically have, you know, Akka filling a little bit of a hit scan role. Can do some of the, can control lanes, can do some of the things that a hit scan does. provide that poke pressure, early fight poke pressure, finish kills, all those things. As I'm talking about Akka, they just completely ran over. Still providing some healing against PetitPigeon there. Eventually, YesYes will clear off the flank. Give me a grab OC combo. Escanor's gonna find CowBoy, but can lock down the dancing pigeon, who survives with 6 HP. Audio medic, aka Ace, does end up with that kill. Lucio, whoa, this kills Lucio. We do have both centerings ready to go. Nothing for, excuse me. Nothing to pair it with here from Mewthree, but that could be a double kill. They're able to dodge it right at the last second. No, they are not. Excuse me, Mappsy did take the brunt of that damage. Does end up falling immediately thereafter. No grav combo into that fight. I mean, that was just tough. I mean, Mewthree had a plan for it, and I mean, they did a good job going first. They were down in ultimates. I mean, you have to be expecting the grab here if you're Mewthree, so you target Mappsy immediately. Now the grab does come in. We'll find too. It's a good too. I actually really like the grab. I was concerned for a moment, but I love how they place it in the doorway. Would have been the only escape factor. You're able to back up and get away, so they let him with the grab. That was nicely done to confirm too. Now, YesYes, hopefully for YesYes fans out there, we can start building some progress. No! That sounded so bad. Like, I am gonna kill you! Oh. Yeah, I had such good build-up. It sounded so promising. It looked so promising. GoldenPants just beams you down with the photon cannon. Yeah, quiet down there, gladiator. I am not entertained. Oh, I love the intercept. A little knockback from the whirlwind dash. Denies the retreat there out of GP. We are going to get the captive sudden response. You're able to sunspot one, but it looked like CowBoy's able to avoid disaster. I say that. Pigeon goes down and ends up being a scrappy little ultimate here. That ultimate turns into an actual engage, a tankless engage out of Mewthree, and one that they're going to win. Unbelievable. That's not supposed to work. But it was a good raid. Mappsy, I guess, wasn't in the fight. We didn't see Mappsy really in that fight either. Wasn't able to bubble up against the captive son initially, you know, so. It's been a great raid. Double DPS ults invested now from Mewthree. Lucio, whoa. Will get a kill on the PetitPigeon. Nice headshot from Escanor finds Mappsy. That's a dangerous kill. With the tank down, no anchor left. It's the final stretch from Mewthree, both in the map and the series. That's gonna be a grab out from GP. No idea where that even went. That's Mappsy's grab here in the bottom. That actually will save the map, save the series, at least for now. And of course, this map is always Runasapiable. Did anybody see where GP's grab went? I did not see where GP's grab went at all. I heard it go out. I didn't. I don't know if like it went into the spawn. Like, did they just launch it into the skybox? I have no idea. No idea. Oh, a nasty shot from Escanor. And yes, we're trying to get aggressive, trying to stay out in front of the pacing. And Escanor just shut it all down, slows it all down, which means this is going to be tough for... Oh! I was going to say this is going to be tough for YesYes to hold, but that opening pick was really good. The Kitsu does not make it around this corner. And Escanor's able to just swing with her own Kitsu. Much better placement. Although PetitPigeon is swinging this. And I mean swinging for the fences. You've got a low GP will get cut down. CowBoy's able to get 2. CowBoy and Pigeon just saved this fight and potentially save this series here for YesYes. What an important clutch out of those 2. That's the checkpoint. We've got ourselves a map. I thought that was done. And if YesYes lose that fight, the bot goes marching back the other direction. You end up in that weird limbo of fighting for control for the next 90 seconds, right? This is what a clutch. That was amazing. I thought after the initial picks, and now Skiz is going to layer in one more. Fighting Escanor, I think that's a favorable trade here for YesYes. Pigeon with the ultimate. Got to be where the captive's son. I mean, Akka actually able to find great value with this previously. Sound barrier, and the sundering coming in over the top. There's the sun that I was talking about. Will it be enough? The bubble will save PetitPigeon through the Illari ultimate. But Escanor has returned. Picks up 2, including an important kill on to Mappsy. Escanor will actually got 2 or 3 in that fight. I think 3 with that cleanup on the Skiz. And that was a tilting point, and I mean, YesYes needed to stay good. I mean, needed to stay perfect, frankly. They were able to win that big clutch fight, but losing that one has dropped a lot of the momentum with only 30 seconds to go. Akka finding Pigeon's not a good start for this next fight, and Escanor's got an OC in play that'll take down Esplay. There you go, making sure you shoot those demons up in the sky. Killing ghosts. We do get a touch from Skiz here at the very end. Grab will not catch them. Skiz is doing a good job of dancing around the bot. Can anybody else make it in? Skiz eventually goes down. Akka will clean up CowBoy. Mappsy does make it onto the point alongside Esplay, but they are surrounded. And Mewthree will close this one out in a 3-0. Backline too cool to even stick around. We got places to be. And Team Streamer tag. Comes up with an important win, puts up their 9th win of the season. What stands out in stats? I mean, it's a lot of fight wins from you 3, right? You're looking at 3 to 6 deaths with kind of the outlier of 8, where a solid 7 to 11 deaths on the other side. Akka with 27 elims. Dude, Akka in that Iari. You know, she kind of tore it up. Crazy town. Also has the most deaths in that map. But actually, I mean, had gold damage map 1. Had gold damage map 1 in the Iari. Comes up with 6,400 in that map. 9,000 damage is good enough. I mean, it's bronze damage behind your tanks. Has more damage than any DPS in the lobby on Ninjunk City. I think Akka might be your player of the match. When you're just putting in that kind of pressure, where you're putting out more pressure than your DPS, and really, absolutely kind of filling some of the gap left by not always having a hit scan, particularly here in this map too, where you're running the double flex DPS look. So you have Akka able to provide a lot of poke pressure and a lot of long range pressure. Exceptional. Of course, you theoretically have a little bit less burst healing. Oh, yeah, you're gonna have more overall healing, but that's a bit of a lie, right? You don't get a whole lot of burst healing. Honestly, I should have been paying more attention to whether with the buff to the burst heal. I think I saw Akka using the burst heal perk actually. Interesting. I mean, and a Yari outliner, always interesting. And the fact that we only got one map of GP's ball. I mean, just not good on New Junk City and was banned out here in map 3. So, I mean, there's a good reason for it. But we did only get one map of the GoldenPants ball.